Nigeria is a complete living hell for her citizen. Please, I want you to just pay good close attention. Watch this video so that you understand what is really happening in Nigeria. Because Senator Cruz from United States of America have taken it upon himself concerning what is happening in Nigeria, more especially in another part of the country called Nigeria, where he stayed and said that they will never allow Sharia to make a stand in the whole world, more especially in Nigeria. So after watching this video, you will understand Nigeria have gone completely. Please, don't watch this video in a hurry. If there is anything that will distract you not to watch this video to the very end of it, please do yourself a favor to skip that. Then later you can continue, because this video is what all we need right now. So what are we waiting for? Let's see why the video is trending the most and why a lot of people are reacting to it aggressively. You will not regret after watching this video. It's worth watching. Let's see the clips. Don't go anywhere.
And you will be empowered with the facts and the truth. You will be empowered to stand up to the Islamists. And let me say this right now. Sharia law will never be allowed in Texas or the United States of America. I am inspired by every one of you. And as Jesus told us 2,000 years ago, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Chief, I just wanted to ask, because you said, of course, that it has never been better, and you spoke about infrastructural development. I want to ask, is food cheaper where you live? Is petrol cheaper where you are? Is electricity cheaper where you are? Is education or school fees, has it reduced?
No, I'm just wondering I am too exposed to be convinced with this kind of customs. Yes. No, I'm coming. I'm coming. Fuels are not only expensive in Nigeria. Go to America. Go to the UK there. Go to Canada and see what is happening there. I have my families in those countries. So don't be lying to Nigeria that fuels are only expensive in Nigeria, foodstuffs are only expensive in Nigeria. As day break and the day continue to live, you should also understand that the price of things will continue to go high. The amount of the money you are spending on Gary during Jonathan time, that is not what you are spending here. So even to today, APC leave the government today and another party coming. Right. Things will still go up.
You said your
that is the mode of operation in Nigeria.
Is that your wife and children are abroad?
Sorry?
You had said your family was in abroad. Is that your wife and children? You said your family was abroad. Is that your wife and children?
National Elective Convention of the All Progressives Congress.
Yeah, my children is in abroad.
But Nigeria is improving. Why aren't they here with us?
So why are you answering?
Because you said that, of course, that it's bad over there and everything is great here, and it's never been greater in Nigeria. I was wondering why they're not here with us.
It is not about the education. I want my children to see what is happening in the world, to get a different kind of education. That is why I sent my children out.
All right.
Not that Nigeria is bad, not that Nigeria schools are down, that they cannot take care of my children.
All right.
Any free and fair election in this country today, there is no way APC will win. As I speak to you, Aso Rock Villa has been taken out of the national grid. Which president takes his own accommodation out of the national grid and throw the rest of the country in darkness? Before President Bola Tinubu came in May 2023, Nigeria ranked 7th in the Global Terrorism Index. The last one released about 2 weeks ago, Nigeria is now number 4. And yesterday, StatiSense released another report saying that within 1 month, up till yesterday, 735 Nigerians have been killed by insurgents within 1 month.
And that included soldiers and all of that.
Yes, and that is one Nigerian every 1 hour. One Nigerian every 1 hour is the worst insurgency casualty on earth. So what are they telling us? Do you know that if you check, you will find that within 1 year, 2024, 2025, President Bola Tinubu has actually spent 34 billion on travel. 34 billion naira on official travel. That's the president, his wife, vice president. 34 billion naira. And that's the same government that released only 36 million naira to the Ministry of Health capital budget.
So how do you first of all react to the National Convention of the APC, the first under President Bola Tinubu, which the APC has said it looks like the most organized, the best, and other political parties like yours actually need to learn from the APC in terms of political organization, in terms of reaching consensus on issues, and ensuring that conventions are held within a healthy atmosphere. That there's no dissent.
Well, it's quite interesting. Listening and watching the APC convention and listening to the president. Of course, they naturally expect APC to continue to celebrate their convention in superlative terms and continue to award themselves medals, even though they are competing against themselves. You shouldn't expect any dissent because you have President Bola Tinubu who decides who gets what within the party. I listened to the House of Representatives Speaker begging President Bola Tinubu to allow them to come back. And I felt sorry for them because
that's like seeking automatic tickets.
For parliamentarians. So what that means is that the mandate of the House of elected representatives of the people is no longer renewable by the people. They no longer need the people that they were supposed to represent to decide whether they have served them well and they deserve to go back. Now they need President Bola Tinubu sitting in Abuja to decide who among them will get the ticket and who will not. And talking about us learning something from what they are doing, if you take power out of APC is actually nothing. I know that party very well. And post Bola Tinubu, they will unravel so quickly that even they will be surprised. So there's nothing to learn. It's the glue of power that is holding them together. It
looks like an SPV.
It's an SPV because ask an average APC official, party leader, what the party stands for, governor, House of Rep. Ask them, what does APC really stand for? They don't know because it's really nothing. So it's a special purpose vehicle designed to make the late President Muhammadu Buhari president, and the other person, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and it has served its purpose. So we don't have.
So you mean after the CPC faction has had its own term,
now
the ACN has had its own term?
Absolutely.
So the PDP, ABGA, and others, or ANPP that came up, that's the end.
That's the end.
Well, that can only happen if maybe ADC or PDP or any other party actually defeats the APC. What if it then goes ahead to still be the governing party in power?
It's quite unlikely. It's quite unlikely because
you don't think APC will win any election in the country again?
No, you see, let me tell you, one thing that is clear to us is this. Any free and fair election in this country today, there is no way APC will win. I will ask you a question, and it doesn't add up. How can a party that has 33 or 34 governors?
31 at the moment.
31 at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah, let's even say that. Yeah, 31 governors. And almost 90-something% of the National Assembly. Why are they still panicking? Why are they still trying to destabilize all other opposition parties? They should be preparing for the coronation of President Bola Tinubu ordinarily, given their overwhelming dominance. But you can see they are unsettled because they know that a free and fair election, there is no way they can win. Nigerians are tired of them. And that is why for us as the opposition party, we are very clear what our responsibilities are. To prove to Nigerians that we truly offer alternative and we represent alternative. But the jury has settled on APC's performance. And it is very clear they have failed and Nigerians can't wait to see the back of them.
Well, did you hear all the testimonies at the convention by party members in government who were saying in electricity, we've done this, in agriculture, we've done this, youth development, we've done this, and all of that. So are you telling Nigerians that, those talks were just...
So now I'll give you a quick example. As I speak to you, Aso Rock Villa has been taken out of the national grid. Which president takes his own accommodation out of the national grid and throw the rest of the country in darkness.
So
I mean, they can continue to lie to themselves. They can continue to deceive themselves. And I feel sorry sometimes. I feel sorry for President Bola Tinubu. Maybe he's not really getting the real picture of what is going on, and that's why he keeps saying things are getting better. It's actually getting worse, you know. And I'll give you another example. Before President Bola Tinubu came in May 2023, Nigeria ranked 7th in the Global Terrorism Index. The last one released about 2 weeks ago, Nigeria is now number 4, right? So, and all the other countries apart from Pakistan and West Africa's region, that can be explained. But it's actually getting worse. And yesterday, StatiSense released another report saying that within 1 month, up till yesterday, 735 Nigerians have been killed by insurgents within 1 month.
And that included soldiers and all of that.
Yes, and that is one Nigerian every 1 hour. One Nigerian every 1 hour is the worst insurgency casualty on earth. So what are they telling us? And you see, if they don't have the humility to admit that what they are doing is wrong, that it is not working, how can they even begin to solve it? If they are caught in this self-celebration, how do we even hope that when they come back, they will embrace a different approach? And that's why we are saying no. We can't continue like this.
What's the alternative that ADC is providing? I mean, because we would have heard the president saying yesterday, let me specifically say this in reaction to the idea of one-party state that you all have been accusing him. He said, let me reiterate, especially to those who often lament and misunderstand us. We do not seek a one-party state. Did you hear him very clearly? For those who often lament and misunderstand us. What if the president actually says you are misunderstanding some of the things his government is doing in power?
We are not understanding anything. We are not misunderstanding anything. It's the president that needs to understand that Nigerians are actually suffering. That more Nigerians are suffering today than ever before. Look, these figures I'm giving you are not manufactured by the African Democratic Congress. These are publicly available data. And I'm telling you that, okay, I'll give you another example. The president said, we are misunderstanding what they are doing and we don't understand and all that. Today, as I speak to you, Nigerians don't even know how they can respond to what the president is saying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the president is making all kind of claims, saying, "Oh, we have fixed electricity, we have fixed," but majority of Nigerians are actually suffering more than ever before.
Yeah,
and the indications are very clear.
Even apologized, for
the power minister apologized. Okay, let me give you. Do you know that if you check, you will find that within 1 year, 2024, 2025, President Bola Tinubu has actually spent 34 billion on travel. 34 billion naira on official travel. That's the president, his wife, vice president. 34 billion naira. And that's the same government that released only 36 million naira to the Ministry of Health capital budget. Has it ever happened before that in Nigerian history a government will be implementing 3 budgets at the same time, will be operating 3 budgets at the same time and implementing none? So what we are saying, we hear, and yesterday we made a statement. The president said, the people in government were saying, oh, this, we listened to the chief of defense staff. Oh, these terrorists are, what does he call them? Prodigal sons. He said they are prodigal sons, and we cannot fight them. How can terrorists be prodigal sons that needs rehabilitation? The other time the NSA said they are our brothers. They are not our brothers. They are not our brothers. They kill Nigerians and they ought to be treated as enemy. But this government is coddling terrorists. They are doing business with terrorists. They will tell you now, and the last time they kidnapped people in my state, Kwara State, the kidnappers are asking for 1 billion naira. Where did they get the temerity to be asking to be paid for kidnapping Nigerians if government is not doing business with them? So let President Bola Tinubu know things are getting worse under him than ever before. And Nigerians are tired. Nigerians want something to be done differently, and they are not doing it.